Ricky the Raindrop, The Journey Through the Water Cycle by Maddie Bukovich, Ellie Barnum, and Tanner Bailey. A letter to the reader. In this story, you will learn about the water cycle, but here you will learn a little about the authors. Maddie, Ellie, and Tanner all play volleyball at Cox High School, and they are all partners in their AP Bio class. They want to encourage you to keep learning science and its different topics because they have all found that science has helped them by fueling their interests. Although some parts of science may be hard sometimes, we encourage you to keep learning and experiencing the world around you. You will do amazing things. Love, Maddie, Ellie, and Tanner. Hello! This is the story of Ricky the Raindrop and how he moves through the water cycle. Ricky lives in the ocean, where he is one of many molecules in the form of water. Suddenly, the ocean becomes very warm, as it is heated by Sabrina the sun. Sabrina's sunlight is used to provide the energy for the water cycle. Next, Ricky and his neighbors leave the ocean and rise into the air as water vapor. The process when water heats up and is changed from a liquid to a gas is called evaporation. As Ricky and his friends rise into the sky, they cool down and are changed back into a liquid. This forms clouds. The process when water vapor cools into a liquid and forms clouds is called condensation. Ricky is joined by millions of other water droplets, and as they join, the cloud gets bigger and bigger. The cloud eventually becomes too heavy, and it starts to rain. This is called precipitation. Ricky and his friends fall from the cloud as raindrops towards the ground. As Ricky comes closer to the ground, he lands in rivers and on dry ground. The water that makes up the rivers acts as a big source of water to nearby towns and cities. As the water in the rivers flow towards the cities, they pass through many habitats. Different animals use the water in different ways. On the other hand, the rain that falls on the ground collects and produces runoff. Runoff is the movement of land water to oceans, streams, and lakes. After flowing back into the ocean with the runoff, Ricky is now back where he began. Because the water cycle never stops, the water cycle can start again. Have fun, Ricky! Ricky will now begin another journey through the 4 stages of the water cycle. Number 1, evaporation. Number 2, condensation. Number 3, precipitation. And number 4, runoff. The end. Now for the glossary. Condensation. When water vapor cools in the clouds. When gases turn back into liquids. Evaporation. When water turns from a liquid to a gas and collects and is stored in clouds. Water evaporates from the oceans. Precipitation. Created by condensation. Precipitation includes rain, snow, hail, and sleet. It allows for water to return again to Earth's surface. Runoff. Precipitation that is not absorbed by the soil and is called runoff. It collects in rivers and oceans and eventually flows back into the ocean. Sunlight in the water cycle. The sun provides the energy necessary for the water cycle and other chemical cycles to occur. The water cycle. An interconnected pathway through which water is recycled through the living and non-living parts of the earth. And this was all from ck12.org. The definitions. Thank you for reading Ricky and the Raindrop, A Journey Through the Water Cycle.